Hello, lads. My name is Creed, and we are here with some Elden Ring gameplay, and we're very excited for it. So, this came out yesterday, and I have withheld on watching it so that I could watch it now. And that is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to watch the Elden Ring gameplay preview, and then we're going to talk about it a bit. I'm very excited. I'm super interested to see what we got going on here, so I guess without further ado, this is what I think I want. Oh, no ads? Let's read a little bit. Return to your world, Tarnished. Pre-order Elden Ring is an action RPG releasing February 25th. Let's watch. We're just gonna watch. We're just gonna jump into it. I'm not gonna talk too much on the initial watch, because if it's mostly just like
Hello everyone.
Yeah, they're gonna have stuff to say.
Thank you for taking the time to join us today. In this video, we'll show some footage of our new action RPG, Elden Ring. We hope it helps to convey a little of this title's mood and gameplay.
Oh yes. Please do. Convey.
Elden Ring is set here, in the lands between. This is a site of grace, acting as a place of rest for the player.
It's gorgeous. Grace.
Occasionally, grace will manifest rays of guiding light.
Ah.
Of course, we're free to choose whether to follow this guidance, or head off to explore in a different direction.
Wow, a lot of the trailer stuff that they showed us is here. That's just passive? Those guys hauling that wagon is just passive in the background. You don't even have to stop and talk to them. Same thing with this fire. We saw this at nighttime, though, which means that... Is this just a world event? Not a boss? I'm guessing they're playing with no HUD to give us a theatrical experience. Lots of magic. Oh. Come on, man. Those were telegraphed really well. You could dodge them. Unless there's no iframes in this game. God forbid. Visceral attack. I know that sound anywhere. Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad to see not a massive change in game, like, fighting mechanics. That looks really comfortable and really familiar.
Hello? Can you hear me? Help me.
This looks exactly like the Herald set in Dark Souls 3.
Please, anyone.
Is it the cop? The cop fell down and it's talking to us?
Oh, my stars. I'm so happy to see you. I am Alexander, also known as the Iron Fist.
They stole that from
And as you
Marvel.
see, I'm stuck here. Please, can you help me out of this?
Yeah. How?
Put those doubts to rest. I'll be just fine. I'm very well trained. Give it your all, I say.
You're supposed to beat him out of it?
Well played, good sir. Well played. Though that mighty wallop of yours almost spelled the end of me.
What? What a cool NPC interaction. We're going to talk more about all this stuff at the end. I'm trying to go straight through. That's just... It takes what we've had before and makes it more interactive. That's awesome. I think that's sick. And it's so soulsy, the way he talks and everything. That's a cool outfit. Looks pretty sorcery. Looks pretty sorcery-y. Sorcerer-y.
The map can prove useful when exploring the world, and is populated by acquiring map fragments.
Oh, it shows you your graces. Can you teleport to graces?
We can use markers to customize the map,
Okay.
such as setting reminders for the
It's
location
huge!
of crafting materials or dangerous enemies. Beacons can also be placed to help with orientation. Beacons placed on the map appear in the world.
I'm baffled. This is gonna be the best open world game that's ever existed. I mean, their previous games can be considered open world. They're just linear. It's not like free exploration open
Spirit
world.
springs can be used while on horseback to launch high into the air.
That's so
This allows
cool!
for stress-free traversal of areas with a great deal of verticality.
What, bro? This is incredible. This looks incredible. The horse maneuvering looks so good. I'm so glad that it can like jump up mountains. We don't have to like Skyrim crawl, and then you could just decast that boy at any time. I'm interested if they're going to show some horse combat. Like, I'm curious how possible that'll be. I see some men down there with dogs.
The carriage over there
Classic.
is carrying treasure. An opportunity too good to pass up.
How do you know it's carrying treasure?
We'll prepare for combat with some item crafting, using materials found in the world.
Look how next gen that inventory looks. I love my old, like, rustic looking, like, Dark Souls menus and Bloodborne menus, like how they all look beat up and stuff, but oh gosh, look at that. Wow. That's a really weird thing to just get emotional over, but my goodness, look at those item icons. Oh, it just looks like a new game. It just looks like it. It just looks. We're excited. This is so exciting. I haven't played. I'm taking more breaks than I said I would. I haven't played a new good game in so long. Like so long. How long has it been? Like ages since I've played a new good like this kind of game. You know what I mean? I picked up a new Call of Duty every now and then. You know what I mean? Like a new game that felt new. I haven't done one in so long, and I'm so looking forward to this. I'm just so looking forward to this. The stealth is going to be interesting. I haven't played Sekiro. Unpopular, I know. But I haven't. I haven't played Sekiro yet, so... He shot that guy in the back. Oh, and he fell down. He didn't die, he just went down. Is it a stealth attack that, like, puts them off balance or something? That's pretty cool. My camera's kind of high. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. I keep bobbing over here, and I feel like my camera's really high, and you can't see my whole face. See if I can tilt it down a little bit. Oh, that's too low. Hold on. I need something in between. Something in between. How's that? How's that? Is that good? I'm gonna try that. Okay, bring it back up. So many visceral attacks. I didn't even see what he did to that guy. Oh, he did a jumping attack and it became a visceral attack? Even when he was detected?
Enemy stance can be broken with heavy strikes,
Such as when attacking from above. That's incredible. Spells.
A variety of unique
I love how you
attacks
can
can
see
also be
yourself collecting their
interchanged
souls when they
between
die
weapons.
pretty clearly with that yellow glow. Oh! Of course we got Shorten's Spearmen. Ugh, look at that weapon art, man. What is this weapon? They've used it a lot, right? Because that's the same curvy thing that we saw in the trailer. I bet this is the same gameplay characters that they used for the trailer, but maybe not. I don't know.
In more perilous situations, we can summon spirits to assist us in battle. Spirits vary greatly in type, so we look forward to players experimenting and finding their personal favorites.
How cool is that? Like sprites. That was the thing in, I think, Dark Souls 3, the Convergence mod. people could, you could summon, they upped the magic a little bit. And it looks like they've done that here. They look like they're making sorcery even more interesting. Look how different all the biomes of this map look, though. Like, only From Software. Think of every other open world game, even like Skyrim, for example. I feel like that's a go-to open world game. Okay, you're walking through the land, and it's either like the woods that are really pretty. Like Skyrim looks great, especially like the definitive edition or whatever it's called that enhanced all the graphics, and for like it looks great. It looks incredible. It's incredible. If you put mods on it, it looks even more incredible. Skyrim looks great. And then you go from that into like a snow biome or something. And then it's like day night. Look at this. We've been in like 4 different places that are lit in 4 different ways. Like this is all gold. You know what I mean? We're getting that traditional like FromSoft complete change in biomes. Like that, they've always done that. Like a complete change in biomes. It's like Minecraft. Like you're 1 second you're in green and then you step into orange. Just like that. It looks great.
Online multiplayer can also be enjoyed
PvP.
with players from other worlds, from cooperative to PvP and invasions.
That guy looks red. Is he not going to PvP? Where's he going? Do you want to fight down there?
Hey!
Is there no fall damage? Also, jump button. We're getting to see more jump button. But is there no fall damage? What? I saw the little snippet of leaked gameplay where we could see that we could jump, which is awesome. There's no fall damage. Or is he casting a spell? I don't know, but if there's no fall damage, that's awesome. Like that should just be the way every game should be. There was a feature in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I think. And the newer Assassin's Creed games have a lot of flaws. But that was one of the things I really liked about it, is once you got to a certain point in the game, you could buy this skill and it was then just permanently there, or it was part of upgrading the character or something, and then you had the ability to have no fall damage for the rest of the game, and I thought that was just such a natural thing. Like, we really, us gamers, I don't think most of the time care about being taken out of the game in such a way. Like, I just think fall damage doesn't need to be a thing. It's just one good example.
Deadly creatures stalk this forest, so we'll use stealth to avoid detection.
Okay, they're like stupid too, because you were like right next to them, so you have to be like right in their line of sight to get detected. Seems like you move pretty fast with stealth. I wonder if you can run. Although this is pretty quick. It looks like they're going pretty quick. I like fast stealth. Like when you crouch, you're still going at least the same speed that you walk at. Maybe faster than that. What is that?
Come across a boss guarding this area. We'll take it on with the help of our co-op partner.
Why is the co-op partner red? Or is she gold and she just looks red in the light? There's just bosses guarding areas, excuse me? They're just chilling in the open world? What a cool idea. You could just walk into a boss. So where would you respawn if you died to this boss? At whatever light post you were last at, or whatever it's called. Aldrich the Devourer. Got some arrows spraying from the heavens here. I'm like off screen. Sorry. Maybe there's just no fall damage, like, to a considerable extent. Like, maybe you couldn't jump down the whole way there. Maybe it's really lenient to fall damage. I'd be okay with that, too. We still got the slow door opening animations. Heck yeah, bro. Is this like a dungeon? So anytime you just kind of walk into an area,
caves, mines, and other dungeons can be found while out exploring the world.
That's cool as heck. FromSoft games be the only games where I would want to do side missions. Because I know they're going to be interesting. Everything you ever do in a FromSoft game is interesting. It's never boring. See, Wolverine claws are back. This is a cool looking fit. Holy cow. Look at that dude's cloak. That's sick. Man, this game looks good. Is it a mimic? Ah. Thought they were going to show us mimics. Hey, yeah, bro. I didn't see what the item was because you have your HUD off. Here's our main character again, back with the white hair. So you sit at it like a bonfire, it looks like. Oh, here's our maiden. Is this a cutscene?
Greetings,
I'd say so.
traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina.
Okay. She's missing an eye.
I offer you an accord.
Look how good those graphics look, though, from Soft. Whew. My goodness.
We've reached Stormvale Castle, a large-scale dungeon which connects seamlessly with the surrounding Limgrave region.
This is a large-scale dungeon? Are you telling me this is not even a story area? It's like Castle Canehurst. It's just here. You can just go find it.
Come over here, would you?
There's so much to do. I bet everything they're showing us in this gameplay is side. Like, we haven't even done the linear quest yet.
Tarnished, aren't you?
Apparently.
I would advise against taking the main gate into the castle. It's tightly guarded by hardened old hands. Oh, try the opening right here. The guards don't know about it. You'll breach the castle undetected.
Okay.
Fair enough. You certainly don't have to trust me.
He seems trustworthy to me.
If you must go through the gates, I'll signal them to open. But of course, I'd advise against it.
He's got the tree symbol, which we know that this is somehow rooted in Norse mythology, so I'm wondering if all of the tree stuff that we have to see has to do with Yggdrasil, like the big glowing tree that we see, kind of connects to all of these worlds, and maybe that's where the light comes from, has something to do with that. He told you the truth. So I know a trustworthy FromSoft boss from a distrustworthy FromSoft boss. You understand it. You understand how they talk. FromSoft bosses are all just a little bit on the edge of crazy, but you can tell when they're honest. You can tell what the crazy honest ones are. Like the guy in Odin Chapel, you can tell. You can tell he's a little bit weird, but you can tell that he's honest. I know my FromSoft voices.
The main
That's what you
route
get.
seems risky.
Yeah.
So we'll try entering through a back
Why
way.
don't you listen to the NPC? Grab that item, bruh. Why are you not picking up the items? Gives me shivers just thinking about it. That's sick. That's sick. Got a halberd going on. Bro, this combat looks so good. I think as far as combat goes, it pretty much looks like Dark Souls 3. It looks really similar to just Dark Souls 3. So I'm hype about that. I'm hype about that. A lot of people saying that they didn't want Dark Souls 4, but that's what I want. Like, there's nothing wrong with the freaking Dark Souls 3 game system. There's nothing wrong with it. It's perfect. So, like,
Players enjoy getting a feel for the different types of areas.
it seems a lot more about world stuff is what they changed in this game, you know? And they relied on the fact that they already have a really good combat engine to just make some sort of pretty, unique... What is that? To make some unique extra moves, but not really change the fundamental core of the system, I think is perfect. It's just an updated Dark Souls. It's Dark Souls 4, but it's a new world. You know what I mean? It's a new world. It's a new experience, new characters, new ideas. Like, look at the environment in the open world. It looks so good. Oh, we're almost done. I'm so sad we're almost done. Whatever that was looks sick. I'm not going to go back now because we'll get to go back and go through it. I hope I'm not blocking. No, I don't think I am. Oh, I'm not even watching this in full screen. I hope that's okay. You can see most of it. You can see most of it. At least this way I'm not blocking too much of it. I'm sure you guys have already seen the trailer. You know, you're probably just watching people to react to it. If you want to see the whole thing, go watch it. Heck yeah. This is on Bandai Namco's channel on YouTube.
Dungeons are complex and multi-layered, meaning they can be tackled from a number of routes.
As usual. It's so cool, all the like stealthing in a window. Heck yeah, that's so cool. Yes! Yes! Big hat!
The pleasure's mine.
He's a sorcerer.
That's the name. A sorcerer, as you might have guessed. I'm looking for a little something here in the castle. When I'm not hot-footing it from the troops, that is. But enough about me. What are you doing here in Stormvale Castle? This place is bristling with tarnished hunters, you know. They sacrifice our kind for grafting. Not exactly a place I'd stroll into.
Does that have something to do with the arms? Grafting? Are these tarnished hunters? Pretty typical big night, looks like. And there was a giant bird. Did anybody see that? Oh, I thought he was going to pop a horse on his way down or something cool. Can you do that? Can you, like, jump off a ledge and then pop your horse before you hit the ground? That'd be pretty neat, I think. Boss. Show us one last boss.
Fight, we challenge one of the demigods, ruler of Stormvale, Aldrich the Golden.
He's a demigod. Is this the one we've seen? I'm thinking of that guy's, the one that talks to us. Foul tarnished. Yeah, that's him, isn't it? Or no, this is...
Dragon. Thou art a true-born heir.
Yeah, it is.
Lend me thy strength, O kindred.
I said it before, and I'll say it again. He sounds like Jeffrey Rush.
Traitor eyes.
It's Captain Barbossa from the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I think that's him. What do we have here? A lowly tarnished, playing as a lord. Yeah, I know it. I know it. I watched it 20 times.
Tarnished. Playing as a lord. I command thee kneel. I am the lord of all that is golden.
So he's got like one extra axe back there, but he's got all these freaking hands. He could have more axes. Are we gonna watch the fight? Don't tease me. From Software. There's only a minute left. Show me some fighting. Yeah, okay. A lot of this summon stuff. I wonder how big that'll be, or if this guy is just using a lot of magic to show it off. Because it looks like they've done a lot with magic. So this guy really seems to be showing off some magic here. Come on, man. You could see that was a 4-piece. Wow. He's dead. That's definitely a one-shot. I know a one-shot when I see it.
Thank you for watching.
Bro, thank you!
This was just a brief introduction to Elden Ring's fundamentals, but more details will be revealed at a later date. There's not long to go now before release. In the meantime,
No, there's not.
we greatly appreciate your continued support.
Heck yeah. Yes. Heck yes. Alright, what is, I also saw that there was a trailer, and I wanted to just check it out real quick. I think it's just, Bandai. I don't need Bandai Namco necessarily. What is it? What would you... Elden Ring trailer. It's gonna give me the old one, probably. But there was one that just came out. Yeah. No, that's gameplay preview. It was like a pre-order trailer, I thought. Let's see if IGN has that. No, I wanted the channel, please. Official gameplay overview. Gameplay overview. A pre-order trailer. Yeah, this is what I wanted. I wanted to see the pre-order trailer. I'm guessing it doesn't show much different, but FromSoft designer never ceased to amaze. It's absolutely right. I'm not playing Apex Legends, but thank you.
Peggy 16.
You're darn right, it's Peggy 16. I don't know what that means.
Punished will soon return.
Yes, they do. I want to be in the lands between. I will. I'll rise. Don't tempt me with a good time.
Someone must extinguish.
Oh, so this is the other one. They all seem pretty similar, or at least in concept. Like, maybe this is another demigod, and they all are kind of misformed. They all seem to be misformed. They got limbs and chunks busting out in the wrong places, which is, you know, stereotypical FromSoft design in some respect, but we've always had a reason for that, so I'm curious to see what the reason is here. They talked about grafting, which I'm thinking could have something to do with limbs or something like that, because we saw that whole thing with people putting arms on in that very first trailer. So, and when we were in that really cool area that we'll go back over real quick, they showed like arms hanging from the ceiling in this guy's like lair or whatever, and he was looking like a spider.
And they will die. For how else is a champion to be born?
It's a giant troll. Do we have to fight that? I'm assuming we have to fight anything, unless he's an NPC. Yeah. Yeah, I'll pre-order. I'll pre-order. Oh, it says her name. Statue of Melania Blade of Michaela. Michaela? The Art of Elden Ring. Premium Collector's Edition. You get a helmet. Alright, let's go back through this. Alright, I'm just going to skim through it and make a couple notes off of what I see. Let's just put her in... Well, I don't know if I need her in fast motion. I'm just going to tab through it with my arrow keys. Man, it just looks pretty. We've seen this a lot of times. There's somebody on a cross. I didn't notice that last time. Just chilling over there. My theory currently is that this has something to do with the concept of like Yggdrasil, the giant tree in Norse mythology, and it's something that connects all of the lands between. Are connected by this tree, and maybe the tree has something to do with the glowing things that come out of the ground that you sit at, because I think they're kind of the same color, so maybe that's like branches of the tree or something like that. That's my current theory. The site of grace, he calls it, but it looks the same
grace
color.
Will manifest rays of
guiding light. And see, the tree seems like it has a lot to do with light, so I could be wrong. And also, there's a person chilling at this bonfire that they didn't really talk to. It's gonna be hard to say site of grace. I need to go back to my site of grace. That's hard to say, you know, like bonfire, lamp post. Those are easy things to say. It'll take some getting used to. Everybody's gonna say bonfire.
Of course,
it's
we're free
bonfire.
to choose whether to follow this guidance or head off to explore in a different direction.
Which is cool. Are those enemies? Like, can you fight them? Or if you stop, will they just chill? They don't seem to be that upset about anything. Here, where does this dragon even come from? There he is. Look how fast that boy. 100 miles an hour. Still have the same death noise too, which is cool. There's a dragon in the middle of the world, and they also encounter a boss in the middle of the world. Yeah, this just all looks cool. This is really just seeing... I really think the combat looks really similar to previous Dark Souls stuff that we've gotten, and that is no detractor to me. It's the best combat system ever created for video games, and they don't need to upgrade it that much in every game. They don't have to make a huge different jump like they did with like Bloodborne. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be a fresh new system every single time. Are you telling me you wouldn't play Dark Souls 4? I would play Dark Souls 782. They're the best games. They're better than any other games that people make. Like, it's a stupid argument, in my opinion. I've just seen people concerned about it, like it would somehow be a big deal if this was like Dark Souls 4, too similar to Dark Souls. What? It would be a big deal to you? Personal problem. I don't know. This is so cool. What a cool NPC encounter. I hope there's more like that. That just is so unique. I knew, you know what I mean? The idea that I was a little bit worried about it at first because I'm not a huge fan of like side missions, or at least not when they're done incorrectly. Think like the newer Assassin's Creed games. I don't know how many people even played those. They're not good. They're good like on your first playthrough, maybe. They have no replayability in my opinion because you want to play through all those side missions twice because you have to play through the side missions basically to progress the story because the leveling system is so broken. It's so broken in those new games. And their side missions are horrid. They're the most boring things in existence. So in my head, I was a little bit concerned about it because I'm not a huge fan of the idea of side missions. It just makes me feel like I'm taking away from where I'm supposed to be. So a good side mission doesn't make me feel that way. It makes me feel like I am doing something that's incredibly interesting and is effective world building. You know what I mean? Like I'm not just helping somebody find their lost goat. I'm not interested in doing that. I don't care about their goat. And then getting like a weapon from it. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in there's a cup man with no visible clear face stuck in a pit. It looks like a crater. Like he didn't just fall in there. Like my dude fell from heaven and got stuck in this crater and he needs kilblooshed out of it. That's the coolest NPC encounter you've ever had in your life. And you haven't even had it. They had it for you. It's incredible. I think that's so cool. And so my point is, I think that FromSoft is going to handle open world better than we've ever had it handled. Like, think of how cool their NPCs are to find. Their NPCs are like beloved characters. You know, you stumble upon somebody to talk to in this world where everything is hostile. So cool. This is so effectively done. He just beats him out with a club. That's great. I think that's great. And then he stands there with his arms crossed. I'm just curious to find more about these cups. I want to learn more about the cups. Man, that's beautiful. So is that the castle? Is that a different castle? I can't tell. There's also a building up in the top left. Let me use my mouse and show you. There's a building up here. You can't see that because of my camera. Super great. There's a building up there though. Let's see if I can scroll it down for you. I can't scroll down. Let me move my camera quick. There's a building over there. See, I'm putting myself around it. Woo! That's me up there. That's the building up there. There's a castle here, which looks possibly like the big castle that they were at, but actually it looks higher. Like the other one looked more decrepit, and this one looks like intact. So that could be a different demigod's castle. Who knows? I see some bridges and stuff. This looks like mostly forest with some ruins in it. Look how big it is, though. And this area all looks the same, and we know that in addition to this huge, massive area that all looks the same, there's all these areas that are differently colored and look completely different. So it's just crazy. I think it's just crazy.
Prove useful when exploring.
The map looks gorgeous, but look how big it is. What? It's huge. Look at this big bridge. I'll use my mouse again. Look at this big bridge or whatever that goes like the whole way across into the water. That's very interesting. These must be the bonfires, these little lights or something like that. See how it says the light would guide your way, like from bonfire to bonfire? That's what it seems to be. Like it's creating a path on the map. That's sick. That's sick. Look how cool that is. So like here you can see foresty, watery. This looks like that orange colored area maybe that we saw earlier. This land all looks pretty green and this land looks kind of deserty. Let's see. I know he scrolls this up. It's big. Look how big it is. And like, is that part up in the top right corner here? Is that like unexplored? Because wow. Look at all this. Heck yeah. Look at all that. Is this water? Is that all water? Or why is it so blue? No, because this is water and it's like white. So maybe it's not. It's like, I don't know what the blue means.
We can use markers to customize the map, such as setting reminders.
That's really cool. There's a lot of these like bridge type things to somewhere. I think maybe that's the castle he was at. I don't know. Look at all this stuff.
The location of crafting materials or dangerous enemies.
Crafting materials is interesting. That's a new concept. I didn't even take note of that when I first heard it. But like crafting is not something we've really had before. It looks so good.
Beacons can also be
Oh, and it tells you the time of day in the bottom right corner. That's
to
neat.
help with
You
orientation.
got a compass.
Beacons placed on the
Oh,
map
I think it's blue because this area is like blue fog or whatever. It's like the
appear in
foggy
the
lands.
world.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's go in through some water. We have a jumping
Horseback.
stream, which is pretty
Great
cool. The
deal
horseback
of
stuff seems cool. What is that? What are the beacons of light coming from the lightning there? I want to know what they are. Some of the flowers are glowing. Did you see that when he drives past, when he, did I go back too far? Where was that at? I didn't go back far enough. There was another one. But some of the plants and stuff are glowing, which makes me think like crafting materials or something like that. Stuff you could collect. This looks pretty cool.
With some
You know,
item
it's just it's a fort. You just had to take the fort. This stuff looks really cool. Combat looks great. Look at those graphics of those dead lads. Looking great. Dodge that spear stab. Spear stab. Got some treasure.
We can summon spirits to assist.
How
us
did
in
he
battle.
summon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spirits, bruh? OP.
Their personal favorites.
This guy at max level. I think this looks gorgeous. Look at that. Look at those windmills. There's a person sitting at a bonfire as well. That's an NPC. It seems like a lot of NPCs, and I love NPCs, so that's great. Okay, then he's gonna go. Got some co-op friends here. They're gonna go explore the forest and encounter a randomized boss after sneaking through the forest.
We've come across a boss guarding this area.
We've come across a boss. He's a boss.
We'll take it on with the help of our co-op partner.
We can do it. He just popped out of nowhere. He's also on horseback, which is interesting. An interesting boss. Oh, look at that jumping attack to get up to his height. Jumping is going to be an interesting mechanic. It's gonna be a new thing to get used to. I think. Not used to it. Did his co-op partner die? No, he's over there. This is a cool attack. Look at that. So here he dismounts and does some... See, it looks like maybe there is some fall damage, but it's very extreme. Like, you can jump really far without taking fall damage. Just not the whole way off a cliff.
Catacombs, caves, mines, and other dungeons can be
Mines?
found while out exploring the world.
Catacombs and caves are typical, but mines are cool.
From hidden
Get co-op summon again. Who helped him find an illusory wall? Okay, so there's illusory walls. I didn't even think about that. I was thinking about mimics. But, so we got illusory walls again, which are fine. I like illusory walls. I'm curious to see if we have mimics because look at the chest texture. Look at the chest texture. You see the chain? Do you see it? It tells me that we're probably gonna have mimics because otherwise why would they design the chest like that? That or they're playing it really, I would say that's a really elaborate joke if they put the same chest texture in with the chain and then there's no mimics the entire game. Or there'll be a chest with like a backwards chain and even if you hit it, it doesn't come to life. Could be a FromSoft troll, but I think we're gonna have mimics again. They like them too much. Might be a different design than we've seen before, or just some kind of trap chest. Some type of trap chest. I don't think they can live without it.
From beyond.
So here we meet. What did she say her name is? Oh, what is her name? Melina. Okay, so she's got to be our leveler, I guess. But I don't know.
large-scale dungeon which connects seamlessly
Look how
with the
cool.
surrounding limb
See,
cave.
that's not the same castle that we saw in the background of that big escape shot. Because, this one is way differently textured. That one had, like, really big, tall spires. Not like towers like this. It's way different. This looks cool. Listen to how he talks. A little bit suspicious. A little bit rasp in his voice. But it's honest.
You're tarnished, aren't
See,
you?
hear him? He looks creepy, sounds creepy, but he talks honest. That's a trustworthy FromSoft NPC. You take it from me. Take it from me. I know what I'm talking about.
You'll breed. We don't through the gates again.
Should listen, man. That's all I'm saying. So the rest of this is all castle exploration. It looks really cool.
Extra care should be taken when moving through dungeons, as visibility and terrain differ from when it is.
I wonder if they're just calling everything dungeons, because this seems pretty story relevant, but maybe not. Like, I would think killing the demigods would be pretty relevant to the story of the game, like the main story. So I'm wondering if they're just calling this whole area dungeon, like it's a main quest dungeon. Like, dungeon doesn't necessarily just mean it's a side thing to do. It doesn't mean that. Like, I think dungeons are just how they're referring to, like, every level in the game that you come across, basically. This area is what I want to take a look at. This is part of the castle, it seems. Look at that. Okay, so there's a lot of arms. We've seen all this stuff to do with arms, and we've heard talk of grafting. Like grafting pieces. Like, do the demigods graft arms? More arms onto themselves? They want more arms? Arms are a big deal here, apparently. What is that? Like, is that the... That's not the boss. Look, he's got arms grafted all over him. Just a big ball with arms everywhere. That's like an arm holding 2 more arms. These are bi arms. Can you see? Okay, this is like a shoulder, and then it goes down, and that's a hand that grasps 2 more arms that come out from that. And then this one up here is an arm that goes one way, and up here the arm goes the other way. Arms grafted together facing 2 different directions, like a double-sided arm. And this one here is the same thing as the other one. It's a shoulder that comes down as an arm and then splits into 2 arms. What is all this stuff with arms? What is it? That seems really cool. Whatever it is, I'm very interested. So, really horrific. I think it's there seems to be elements of that, a little bit more of that horror. Like, I don't remember. I mean, there's scary areas in Dark Souls 3, but I don't remember there just being like arms laying around, hanging from the ceiling. That's pretty horrific to me. So, some horror concepts I'm surely snuck in there. I hope. We got some stealth from Sekiro. We got hopefully some horror, some fast combat influence from Bloodborne, and a little bit of everything else from Dark Souls 3. Combat seems pretty much like Dark Souls 3. So. Big Hat Logan's back. It says his name's Rajir, but like we know. And what is that giant bird? It's got like stabby stabs on its foot. Look at its foot. Look at it. Look at the stabby stabs on its foot. Look at that. That's horrifying. I'm not a fan of birds that can actually fly. Yeah.
Godric the Golden.
Godric the Golden. So we learning some names. Godric is pretty Englishy name, I feel like, but I don't know. I guess he has an English accent too, but I don't know how accurate their accents are to whatever time period. Like, we know that there's Norse influence for this, but that doesn't go to say that everyone's speaking like with a Swedish accent or something like that. So, yeah. Cabin Barbosa seems pretty cool here. We got some some church symbolism of some sort. So there seems to be a controlling, or perhaps royal, like some royal symbols here. If these are demigods, then that leads me to the conclusion that there's also gods that we're going to hear about. So whether those gods are similar to like Gwyn in Dark Souls or more similar to Eldritch gods, I'm thinking it's more similar to gods. We're fighting children of maybe Norse gods even, or like similar to Norse gods. Because it's a new world created by him and George R.R. Martin, which leads me to believe that, you know, it's new and not just like Thor, of all that is golden. Godric the Golden. So I'm interested. So does that have anything to do with like the gold trees and stuff like that? I don't know. Look at all them arms. What is he doing with all them arms? Combat looks super cool. He's doing a lot of the summoning, flipping around, dipping and diving. That's a one-shotter. Thank you. Thank you.
This was just a brief introduction to Elden.
Yeah, it looks great. Elden looks great, as if there was ever any doubt. So, if you have been, thank you for watching. It was my pleasure to take a look at this. I'm so excited. We signed up for the network test, so we'll have to see how that goes. I'm really interested in participating and sharing my feedback on that. This game looks incredible. Like, it just looks incredible. I'm so excited. I haven't been excited for a video game like this in a long time. Like, a long time. So, it's really nice to be excited for video games again. So, I'm super excited to play this, and hopefully people are interested in seeing it. So, if you have been, thanks for watching. And Elden Ring is coming, and it's almost here.